Everyone, today I'm going to be showing you guys everything you need to know about country collectors, and this is going to be just unedited. It's not going to have any fancy stuff in it. So, I'll leave timestamps in the description if you want to skip to a part that you're confused about or anything. So yeah, to start, I made a new alt account, because I made an alt account. It says United Nations for my country. It's called Micronesian Cheese, cause why not? So, let's just get straight into this. So, when you first join the game, it's going to ask you for a tutorial. Now, I recommend doing this tutorial, but for the sake of this, I'm just going to press no because I'm doing a tutorial on this. This is Geo. He is the main person of this game. You don't need to know too much about him. So, it's going to look very confusing at first. So, first off, this pops up when you meet someone from that country. So, basically, if there's someone from a certain country, and it shows like the country above their head, so this person's from the United States, and you don't have that country already, then you will get that country, and these are called pins. So I already have a bunch of them because I just joined the server. There's a bunch of people, but every time you meet someone from a country that you don't have, you get that country pin. So there's someone in the server from Iceland, apparently, and you can equip 3 of them. So that's the first thing. To get countries, the starter way to get countries is to just meet people from different places. So this person's from Mexico. Check if I have the Mexico pin. Yes, I do. So yeah, you get pins from countries or people from countries that you meet. That's one of the ways to get pins. And yeah, so you can equip 3 of these, and here you just press this button. You'll see collected countries, and these are all the ones I have now. So they have, oh, there we go. We just met someone from Canada, and it'll play its little national anthem there, and it'll pop up on the screen. It's pretty cool. So you can equip 3 of these at a time. So I'm gonna equip Iceland, Singapore, and Thailand, sure. And then they'll show up behind you, and it's really cool. So that's the first thing. The starter, the very basics. You can get countries for free by meeting people from that country. Now, let's move on. So let's look at this little section. So this sign, you don't need to know about that. It's just out of beta. So starting off, you have the game passes. Now there's several different game passes here, and some of these have pins, but this one gives you two times coins. We'll talk about coins in a second, and I'll come back to this, but I want to focus on these. So if you buy one of these, so this is 200 Robux, you will get all of the pins in this pin set. Now, they are priced accordingly to how many pins they have. So this one only has 6 pins, so it's only cost 80 Robux. However, this USA pin set costs 700 because it's 50. Now, these are completely optional. You just get some extra pins for getting these, and you can get them from other ways, such as trading, and I'll talk about trading again in a second. So this is the coin leaderboard. It doesn't really show up most of the time for some reason, but it does sometimes. But yeah, it's not the best leaderboard, but this one's good. So this one shows you top users that, like, the people with the most countries, and if you actually look, I am on here, number 14. It's really cool. So yeah, you can get on this leaderboard. It's really cool. All you have to do is collect countries, and you can see how many countries you have right here. I have 10, and when I mean countries, I mean pins. The pins is what they're actually called, but I've been calling them countries, so I'll call them pins from now on. So yeah, pins. When I say pins, I just mean the countries. And we got someone from Venezuela. And as you can see, or if I can find them, I don't know where. Oh yeah, there they are. They are from Venezuela right there. They're also a digital player, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, that's that for that leaderboard. And then for the Halloween event, if I can speak. Oh, okay. Without being interrupted. Yeah, there's a little Halloween event going on right now. So what this will do, if you press start, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is kind of what I get for getting an alt, or starting another alt. But sorry for this, guys. But yeah, you'll be getting that a lot too. Anyways, when you click on this button, it'll start a little scavenger hunt, and you have to find pumpkins. If you get all the pumpkins, then you get a cool little Halloween pin. Let's see if someone has it. Yeah, right here. This is the pin you get. Sorry if you didn't want to be spoiled, but yeah, you get a little cool pin. And that's just for Halloween. I'm not gonna do this because it takes actually a few at least a few minutes. So yeah, that's all for this section of the map. And now let's talk about coins. Now you can get coins in a few different ways. Now let me come back to this 2x coins game pass. Basically, if you buy this, you get 2x coins for this thing, which I'm about to show you. And I'm not sure. I don't actually have it, so it might work for chests, which is another way of getting coins, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it'll give you twice as many coins. And let's see the price of it. 650. So you can decide if that was worth it or not. So this is the fun little mini game right here. It's a fun little geography mini game that you can play, and let's find Sao Tome and Principe. If you just kind of walk around the area where it is. There we go. So yeah, it says winner Micronesian cheese 24, and as you can see, well, you can't really see because I didn't show you my coins before. Well, I gained 15 coins. If you have the twice as many coins game pass, you'll get 30 actually from that. But yeah, this isn't the best way of getting coins, but it is some fun if you want to just quick have some fun. And if you want some tips to actually win this, a lot of people don't know this starting off, but if you have shift lock on, like you're an hobbyist or whatever, turn it off for this game. Because then, whenever you press shift, you'll be able to sprint, as you can see. You'll be able to go faster towards the little countries. I didn't even mean to stump on that, but yeah. It's pretty cool. This map doesn't include a lot of the countries, but it's still really cool. If you want to do that. Another option is to try to find the chest. Now, the chest used to always spawn here, but now it spawns different in different places. So while I look for this chest real quick, I'm gonna tell you about the chest. So the chest will randomly spawn in different locations. And I'll talk about these in a second. I know it's a lot going on and it relates to each other, but yeah. So it'll spawn in quite a few locations, and when you open it, it'll either give you a pin that you don't have, or it will give you coins. So I found it. This is one of the spawn locations. It can also spawn up here. It can also spawn on the mountains map and by the trees and at spawn. That's all of them I know of. The update just came out, but yeah. To open it, all you have to do is click on it or tap on it if you're on mobile. And it'll give you a little sound. Oh, 5,000 coins. Boom. Got 5,000 coins. And that'll add to my total. As you can see on the leaderboard. Yep, 6,000. Also, if you don't know what flag this is, it's Palestine flag. There you go. So this is the deserts map. By the way, I'll talk about this when I talk about maps. But yeah, it's very basic, but it's still pretty cool. Now I'm gonna talk about what you can do with the coins. So now that you know that you can get coins from the mini game and chests, I'll show you what you can do with the coins. So this is basically all you can do with the coins. You can buy different pins in the shop, and this shop has a lot of this set pins. So yeah, there will be 4 different pins, and it resets every hour, and it's about to reset right now. So let's actually get one of these to show you. So, depending on the rarity, it will cost a little bit more or less. So all the unrecognized ones will cost 1,500. I have that, so I'll say sure. This is the shopkeeper, by the way. And yeah, I'll get the pin. And it'll take a second to register. But yeah, it's right there. There you go. And then I can equip it. It's pretty cool. So now I have the South Ossetia pin. So yeah, that's basically all you can do with the coins at the moment, at least. Is you can buy stuff from the shop, and I'd recommend trying to get coins, a lot of coins, because they're very important. Especially getting really rare pins, because it's extremely hard to get some of the pins. I want this Faroe Islands pin, but anyways. Yeah, that's what you can do with the coins. And now let's talk about rarities, because they also relate to the pins themselves. So, if we go in here, you'll see there's a bunch of different rarities. And the rarities are based on how hard they are to get in this. So, for example, let's go down to the United States. So, the United States is a common, because a lot of people have access to this game. And a lot of people are able to join, so it is a common. However, the ones that are basically the rarer it is for someone to join this game from that country, the rarer the rarity will be. So Guatemala is an epic because it's actually pretty rare for someone to join Guatemala. So the rarities go from common, which is the easiest to get, and I will show you. It costs 100 coins in the shop. As you can see, you can go ahead and get that Chile pin. And yeah, that's the commons, and there's a lot of commons. Then we move on to the uncommons. Let me try to find an uncommon. Right here, Turkey. Uncommon. I believe uncommons cost 250 in the shop. And they're pretty easy to get, but there's not a lot of uncommons, actually, I don't think so. Yeah, those are the uncommons. 250, and then you also got, and then the next one up is the rares, which is like Venezuela here. And those, I'll show you with Myanmar. They cost 650. We'll go ahead and buy that. So yeah, those rares, there's a lot of rares, and yeah, they're not that expensive, and they're pretty common. So there you go. And then there is the epic rarity, and epics there's actually not a lot of them that I know of, and I'm not sure if they can go in the shop actually, because I don't think I've ever seen an epic in the shop, but I don't know. It might just be rare. But yeah, I don't know how much it costs in the shop, but I would assume that it's in the thousands, like 1,000 maybe, if it does go in the shop. And then the next one up is the legendary, which would be something like this, the Faroe Islands. This is where it starts getting really pricey. So the legendaries are 6,000 coins, and basically no one really joins from legendary countries, but it's very rare that someone does. And 6,000 coins in the shop, I cannot buy that because it's an alt account and I only have 4,000. So yeah, that's the legendary. And then the last one, the last mainstream one at least, is the impossible. So that would be something like Tonga here or Timor-Leste. Yeah, there's a lot of impossibles because a lot of countries don't even have Roblox to begin with, so yeah, impossibles. and they cost 1,800, or not 1,000. Sorry, that would be really cheap. 18,500 coins. So they are very pricey, very pricey. So you're gonna have to do some saving up for those, unless you do trades. But we're not quite there yet. Let's keep talking about rarities, because there's more. There is rarities for all of these set pins. So there's the USSR rarity. For the SSR pins, like the Ukrainian SSR, Uzbek SSR. And then there is the USA pins, and there's also the unrecognized pins. But there's also the shop exclusive pins, which I don't know too much about, but they're very rare. They're up there with like impossibles, maybe even more. Not sure how much they cost in the shop. I'm sorry, but because I don't have any of them actually. But yeah, they're really rare. So yeah, keep an eye out for them. And now let's just look at settings real quick. Just a quick section of the video. Show region above head. This is on by default, but for some reason, if you don't want people to see what country you're from, you can turn that off. Show equip pins. I don't know why you would want this one off either, but yeah, I just won't show the pins. Trade requests. This is just for the trades. Music. Just mutes the music. And then display country. I don't recommend using this, but I'll show you anyways. So display country, you have to pay 500 coins for. Basically, what it'll do is set your country to something different. It won't give people pins for that country. But I'll give you a demonstration. So let's say I wanted to be from France. Boom, it sets that, but it also puts these little quotation marks around it. So yeah, if you don't like that, but that's just that. But it shows the little thing. It doesn't, and once again, it doesn't give you the pin for that country. It doesn't give other people the pin for that country. None of that stuff. So yeah, and then let's go into trades. Now I don't want to bother anyone here, too much. Or you know what? Let's just give Sweden a trade. Let's see if he takes it. Oh, he declined the request. Alright. Let's see Doge. See if Doge is currently in a trade. Alright, Mauritius. Oh, there we go. So you can put in your country pins and trade them. So let's just give him a South Ossetia. See? Do you want it? I'm not gonna open chat, but I mean, I'll just give it to him free. He wants it. Oh, he just canceled. So yeah, you can put up to 4 different pins per your slot, and you just trade them. Just do offers. I don't think I need to explain what trading is too much, because a lot of you have already done trading in other games. It's basically in every game, and I think you know what the definition of trade is. So yeah, you can get pins for that from that way. So you can trade people like 3 legendaries for an impossible, maybe. That's what you want. So that's trading. Alright. Now, what shall I talk about? Okay, let's talk about maps. So I'm going to turn up my graphics a little bit. Just a little bit. So there is 3 different like maps around, you know, the actual island. So this is the first one, if I'm not interrupted by Austria. So this is the mountains map. You'll be able to see it in just a sec. Yeah, there we go. This is mountains map, and yeah, there's just some cool pine trees. It's a big mountain, and sometimes, a lot of times actually, the chest will spawn right up here. So make sure to look up here if you can't find it anywhere else. It might be there. So yeah, this is the mountains map. There's three different main maps, and it's gonna take me a second to get over to this pine tree map. Yeah. Well, I'm running over here. Yeah, you can buy coins. That's what you want. I don't know how much this costs. 1,200. You know, You can get coins if you want for Robux. I don't recommend it because you can get coins for free, but if you would like to, or if you just like to support the developer, which they deserve a lot of support, making this game. Japan, cool. Then you can do that. And I forgot that I'm in the forest map. So, forest map has a lot of trees. And I don't think any of the chests spawn here. I'm not sure if they do. I don't think they do. But yeah, this, I've never seen chests spawn here. But yeah, this is basically a big trail, and it just leads to a rock, which will tie into the event a little bit right here. Yeah, it's just a big trail that just kind of goes in a circle until you get to the center. So cool, it's a cool little map. Also, the music changes for all these. Yeah, I want you guys to hear my voice, but yeah, it's a good music though. It is good music. So we're gonna run over here to the final map. You can even see the eagles flying and everything, which is the desert map, which I showed you earlier when trying to find the chest. Yeah, let's get some cool little pyramids. They added this little trail. It's a really cool map. Honestly, it's really simple, but it's still cool. Palestine flag. You got a little fort here. No, honestly. But yeah, I think that's all. I think that's all. Let me know if there's something I missed in the comments, but yeah, this game is really fun. And yeah, I hope you guys have fun in this game. But yeah, later. Awkward outro, but yeah, later.